What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so in this video, I want to do a review of Creed 3. All right, now just do a little brief recap. The first Creed came out in 2015. That movie was a financial and critical success, grossing $173 million at the box office. The second movie, Creed 2, came out in 2017. It was also a financial and critical success, grossing $214 million in the box office. Creed 3, which came out in the United States about a month ago, March 3rd, has already grossed $252 million, so it will be the most successful of the three movies. It'll probably end up grossing about $300 million. And it is also considered a critical and financial success. And I wish the best for Jonathan Majors. I hope that this situation that he's in doesn't hinder his career, because I think he's a great actor. But anyway, one thing that confuses... Look, let me say this first. There's a couple of things about the movie that aren't definitively explained. If you watch the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. It deals with the two men's past and exactly, some details about incidents that occurred, the fate of a particular person. I don't know exactly what happened. I have a guess as to what happened, but anyway, the movie starts with a retelling of a past, and that's between Adonis and Dane. Adonis Creed, of course, is the protagonist in the movie. In this particular movie, the antagonist is Dame Anderson. I think it's Diamond Dame Anderson. And Diamond Dame Anderson is a little bit older than Adonis. And they both grew up in a group home, sort of mimicking the Mike Tyson rags to riches type thing, where they're both abused terribly by an older man. And anyway, Diamond Anderson, Jonathan Majors, at that time, he was the hot amateur boxing prospect. He was the guy that was, on his way to being potentially a force in boxing. But an incident occurs at night which forever changed Anderson's life. It altered his life. Creed was able to get away from the situation, so he never was affected by it. So things happened where Creed was not aware of certain things that were going on. Anderson, from his interpretation, being in prison, took it as if he was being abandoned by a person that he looked out for that was his friend. So he had nothing but vengeance in his heart, right? And one other thing that I do want to complain about is this movie does a weird time jump. Because you may recall in the second movie, their daughter was born. Their daughter that has the hearing loss. She was born deaf. Now, of course, the mother, she's going deaf, but she's not deaf yet. All right? But the daughter in the movie appears to be, at the very least, she appears to be 8 years old. At the very least. So, this movie had to have taken place at least 2025. And if that's the case, Adonis is like pushing 40. He got to be pushing 40. And Anderson got to be like 41, 42. You know what I'm saying? These guys are older. And it makes sense because it shows Adonis's last fight occurring in 2020 in South Africa. I think it was South Africa. I know it was Africa. Which would have made him about 35-ish. So that makes sense. But like I said, they do a weird time jump. So I'm assuming the movie is like a little bit in the future. But other than those little details, this is a great movie. And it kind of goes the way you think it would. Friends who are holding on to the friendship in their past, one more than the other. There's a betrayal, a reveal of villain, a reveal of bitterness and envy. But one thing I do like about these new movies, these Creed movies, is unlike a lot of movies in the 80s where there's a white hat and a black hat, and you see it sort of in Cobra Kai, and you see it in these movies, they never show one character as being totally innocent and pure and the other one being evil. And I do like that new wrinkle in these movies because people are complex, and sometimes a person may appear to be evil to you or doing bad things, but it's a reason why they are the way they are. They could be emotionally damaged. The reason why I get a little emotional when I talk about this type of stuff is because sometimes some people have interpreted me as being like a bad guy in my personal life. And oftentimes, it's not that I'm a bad dude, it's just that people can misinterpret the way you act. You know what I mean? The way you look, your demeanor. You could be a person that's shy, a little bit aloof, stay to yourself. People can misinterpret that as you're an asshole. You think you're better than other people. Why he doesn't socialize with us? But you don't understand. I'm thinking, well, why don't you guys talk to me? Why do I have to always approach you? But anyway, I know I'm getting a little bit off subject here. That just I can kind of relate to that shit. But I like how it doesn't show one person being the black hat and another person being the white hat. But I think if you like Rocky, if you like the Creed movies, you'll love this one. Visually, the movie is beautiful to watch. The pacing is good. It's not slow at all. But it's not too fast that you can't understand what's going on. Sometimes some movies, the pacing is so fast that, if you, walk away for a bathroom break for a minute or two, you come back and you're already lost. But anyway, I give Creed 3, I give it an 8.5. That's me, man. I give it an 8.5. The only issues I have, like I say, is with some of the plot, the time inconsistencies, and some things don't get definitively explained. But I'm telling you, man, Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, especially Jonathan Majors, man, this guy's a great actor, man. A great actor. And I hope that his career don't get derailed by that bullshit. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.